Man, y'all know what it is. Every minute of the hour, we going to come on strong. we going to prove them wrong. And it's another episode of the Apex Podcast. Y'all know what we about. You know what we're about to do. we going to have that good conversation. And this one going to be a good one. I know y'all used to hearing me do some stuff with the barbers and stuff like that, but we switched this one up today. We got a legend in the house today. So much of a legend, I had to turn around and call my bro. I had to call him and say, bro, I need your help on this one, because when you just got somebody this good, you just need some help. So before I introduce the guest, I'm going to introduce the co-host with me today. And you know what, man, Accurate, I can't thank you enough, brother, for this song. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this down, and then we're going to get right into this business part. You understand me? So, yeah. Y'all hear it? It mellow out one time. And guess what, man? So, y'all done seen this dude on the road with me before. Y'all done seen him in funny videos with me before. It's like a brother from another mother. I can't say enough about my guy. But I'm going to bring in official. You know, it means something when you say official behind it. So I'm going to give it up to my brother from another mother, official Larry Legend. Let's bring him in one time and let's see what bro got for me.
Yeah, what's good?
What's good, bro?
Man, I'm chilling, man. You know, I'm chilling. Yeah, you know, I'm in Florida, you know, taking it day by day.
And taking it day by day, every minute, every hour?
Man, you know how Florida be, man. You got to watch out here.
You got to come on strong. You got to prove them wrong. That's what the song say in the beginning. You know what I mean?
You know how we move, man. We know how we move.
So you already know what's up. You already know the guest that we got sitting. I
know. Do they know?
I don't think they know. I don't even think they ready though.
Hey, you might well go and give him a proper introduction, bring him on in, and see what my man got for us.
So just bring him in. So should we clap him, man?
Hey, you got something over there on that board over there. I know you got something over there. Go ahead and bring a in with something, man.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and ask him to come on in with us. And so I asked him to come on in, and we gonna clap him in. We gonna clap him in and see what he's ready for. Let's bring him in. So for everybody who has been a fan of basketball, for everybody who has watched street ball, not even just a fan of basketball, but street ball, we got a street ball legend. Mr. Throw It Off Your Forehead. Mr. Make You Wish Your Mama Never Had You. Mr. Make Your Ankles Go to the Left while he went to the right. Mr. Oh, let me put the ball behind my neck and sit here for a second. Mr. Everything that you just wish you could be on a basketball court. So once again, I'm going to send off the clap again because it deserved 2 times. There we go. Yo, my guy, my family, Mr. AKA Sik Wit It.
In the building. What up, babies?
What's good, family?
Man, I'm chilling, man. Just trying to relax, man. Happy to be on. What it do?
Man, you look like you West Coasting right now. You got the do-rag. You sitting in the sunshine. That look like California weather to me.
Man, Signal Hill, baby, out here on the patio getting it in this nice weather out here by myself.
Oh, man, that's what I'm talking about. So just so you know, I had to bring in some help to get this one done, because you a legend and he a legend.
All right. And
so I said, let me bring my dude, my bruh, official Larry Legend in with me to help me facilitate. You know, I'm gonna just say a no look pass real quick.
Dime.
You gonna drop the dime?
The no look.
Yeah, the dime.
A no look.
It's there. It's in his pocket. It's there.
That's what I'm talking about. So Sick, man, you know, anybody that come from an era of loving sports, loving basketball, if they didn't watch street ball, I'm sure they need to go Google street ball right now. If you had N1 basketball shorts, you know who this guy is. He ran N1. He had Earthquake. He had, rest in peace, Earthquake. He had Professor. Who he had
Escalade.
That's my bad. You know, we
man, amazing. Hey, let's go.
but you know, I couldn't allow you to just say earthquake right now. You know, I got a rep for the rest in peace people too now.
Hey, Earthquake the comedian, my bad. I just seen something about him the other day not paying child support. So I just
There you go. I ain't mad at you.
So Sik, man. Get the people a little bit. Tell them who you are, because I could keep telling them who you are, but you tell them who you are and tell them where you're from, because I know you from the Dina. And if people don't know what the Dina is, you about to tell them what the Dina is.
Man, I'm from a place that is known really for the Rose Bowl and the Rose Parade. But like my cousin Joey Brown used to say, all the roses we used to see was those that was put on graves, man. Pasadena in the building, you know, representing the West Coast, all of California. But Pasadena is where I was born and raised from.
Yo, and Pasadena, I've been there a few times. I've been to the Rose Bowl. I didn't smell the roses, but I've been there. You know what I mean? I actually played football against Pasadena JUCO.
Right. PCC.
Yeah, I played against them guys on that football field, man. I was with it. And shout out to this is my favorite football player, one of them, Marshawn Lynch. Between him and Chad Johnson, it's just something about human beings that got that dog in them. And you one of them. You got that pit.
Man, it came from an early age, man. I was born and raised at the Boys and Girls Club, man. And, you know, at that time, it was just the boys club. So being raised there, man, you learned how to do everything at an early age. Arts and craft, all the sports in one gym. It could be football, basketball, baseball.
Everything.
We learned wiffle ball. We learned everything in one facility, in one gym. And the competition level was so real at the time that you had to be really good, man. And if you wasn't good or you just wasn't picked, and then you would learn how to become better than what you were. And then, you know, we learned how to fight at an early age too. So we was constantly fighting every day, trying to be better, man, in this world that we was living in.
That's what's up. Larry, y'all had the Boys and Girls Club in Florida?
Yeah, we had the Boys and Girls Club in Florida. Them things everywhere. That's
Right,
that's the grind. That's the mecca of the grind, man. That's what it all started.
It ain't like a West Coast Boys and Girls Club though.
I mean, nah, probably not. We didn't have to worry about going to the mailbox. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We had a different way. You know, we went about ours out here, but you know what I mean. All due respect to, you know what I mean, people that, you know what I mean, like my man Sik here, you know, come out of there, you know, becoming a legend himself. You know what I mean? So Sik, so I want to get into it, man. Like,
Larry said he on your neck instantly. He did tell me that he could get you in a one-on-one. I'm just putting that out there early in the podcast, you know.
We'll talk about that later. I think he might want to. He might want to retreat that statement in a little while.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
We'll say that.
So we're gonna go back to it because like he's still balling. Because when I talked to you then in Cali at the time, you say you were still balling. You know, you say you still out there. Like how many days a week? How many days you say you was out there? Like what?
Well, I'm training kids, so I was really out there Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But this quarantine slowed me down. You know what I mean? They
everybody.
Yeah, kind of let me off the hook a couple of months ago, so where my gym was closed. But I was in the gym, man, like 3 days, maybe 4 days out the week, still at my age, brother.
Still giving a bucket. That's what I said. When he said that, that's when I pulled my gun down. I put my hand. I didn't even have it up. I had my hand on it, but I was like, all right.
Hey, Larry, I give you that though. You tried me, and then you was like, but hey, you should have seen your face. You was like, hey, Sik, I think I can take you one-on-one. I was like, hey, Larry, I'm playing like 4 days a week. You was like, oh, my bad, man. I thought that maybe I could.
I threw to John real quick. Back to John. Hey, man, this man here over here tripping, man.
You know what you know what I think that got him was when you said I got the ball in the court in the trunk and we could go to the court down the street.
Yeah, he was ready.
I got 4 basketballs in the trunk, bro, right now.
Man, I didn't want no. I didn't want no small. I was gonna play a simple game of horse. I was gonna play a simple game of horse.
Yeah. He was like, nah, for real, we were just gonna play horse, and I was like, oh man, you made it seem like you wanted this one-on-one, boy.
Yeah, I ain't want no smoke. No. So tapping in it. So tapping into that. So what's your favorite basketball court? What's your favorite street ball basketball court?
My favorite street ball basketball court?
Yeah, like like your favorite street ball court where you like to play it?
Um, well, I would have to say street ball is kind of connected to outside. You know what I mean? So I would really, right now, I would have to say Venice Beach.
Yeah.
You know, Venice Beach is where the legends were made, and
yes.
it's the only court that we knew of at the time where I was from, California, to where we called. But I played all over, man. I played at Del Mar Park in Pasadena. I played at Loma Alta, Farnsworth Park. I played all over the world, but really just with the name, I would have to say Venice Beach right now, though.
Yeah, Venice Beach. That's some big names you named, by the way. That's big names you named.
Hey, you got NBA players that still go to Venice Beach.
No, yeah, that's why I went to Venice Beach before the quarantine, and when the Lakers re-signed Dwight Howard, he out there with his shirt off, dunking, got an entourage following. Shout out to Dwight. But it's a lot of, Matt Barnes, a lot of NBA old school players come back out to watch. I was just doing videos with Lou Williams, so.
Strip club Lou Williams?
Yeah.
Oh, man, don't do Lou like that. Hey, Lou, I justify Lou because my man, he got his name on the menu. I'm gonna go and be a part of that whenever I can. So I'm sorry if they got whatever they got entertainment they got going on in there.
But you are not Lou Williams, though.
But they might have something more difficult outside. I might go somewhere else. I may feel more comfortable going there. So I'm gonna go somewhere that I feel more comfortable at.
Bro, that's like me going to order a popular nobody grilled cheese or something at some establishment that I know I ain't supposed to be at, but they honored me. Like you go there you're not supposed to go right now. Your team on the court.
What could you go to be comfortable? That's my question. I wanted to go there.
You don't go to Magic City when your team is in the bubble and get the Lou Williams chicken wing special. You just don't do it.
I wish I had. But you never had them chicken wings. Now, Shannon Sharp said them chicken wings something different. So we got to.
Sick. Would you please address this as a basketball player that loves the game? You going to Magic City during the bubble time?
Hey, I don't know, man. After watching these episodes with Michael Jordan's thing, and they give Dennis Rodman a break to go to Vegas in the playoffs, the biggest time of the year, and Lou Will said, "Hey, man, I got a hectic life, man. I got to get away."
I got it. Because he got to be down 3. Yeah, he got to be
Lou Will. I've never been Dennis Rodman, but I'm saying I'm sick with it. I might need some special extra treatment too, bro.
Hey, we all will understand. You about to be locked down for the next 3 months.
Man.
That's pressure.
There's going to be a lot of pregnant corn dog servers at Walt Disney World.
No, for real. It's going to be all over the place.
Mickey going to be pissed off because Minnie going to be missing.
Hey, yo. Yeah. So, Sik, tell me and the people, what was one of those first fondest memories that made you say, yo, basketball, this is my thing right here. I could do this.
I think one of my most fondest memories for me was I realized that more than just playing the game of basketball itself, I was more of God put me in a position to be an entertainer per se. Like
I could agree with that.
Yeah, I didn't just play basketball dribbling and shooting and passing the ball. I played it with a different type of love, a different excitement to where I felt like I didn't care if it was one fan there or thousands of fans. I wanted that one fan to see me for one time and be like, wow, this boy I saw today, I promise you, if anybody guard him the first time meeting him, they're going to have a hard time with this guy.
And I could say I have seen plenty of your games live and on YouTube, where everybody will be able to watch this interview on YouTube. You know what I mean? But I haven't seen them live, and I have seen how you embarrass. You have embarrassed a lot of grown men, and I know some of them grown men probably wanted to fight you. So what's been the wildest situation you ever been in when you just throw the ball off somebody's forehead?
Well, no, a few of my teammates and myself, we threw the ball off somebody's head one time, and the game just paused and just came to a halt. And everybody looked around like they'd never seen it before. So they thought a fight was going to break out. But it's not that we threw it off his head really hard to break his nose or break his lips. We throw it off the type of the forehead to let him know, like, hey, get ready, because this is a different game. Hey, get ready, step it up. Watch what I'm about to do to you next, just to see where his mind is. And we blew his mind, because now we throw the ball off his head. Now he's like, what's next? And he don't even know what's coming next. But fighting is the probably the last thing off his mind at that time, because we're playing basketball. And then after I do the finish move to him, then he'll probably really want to fight after the game.
Yeah, yeah. Because as a grown man, you seeing that for the first time, you're like, whoa, like you said, it's a pause in the gym. It's like you're not really throwing it back. Boom. You like kind of like, you know, with a little.
But what's funny though, it got
some niggas
got hectic a few times to where a person does a lot of fouling, a lot of holding, a lot of grabbing, and that's another way we would really come about it, like, bow, throw the ball off his head, like, hold on, homie, you doing too much.
Yeah.
All that.
Yeah. Then that's when they want to get all aggressive, and you see
right.
all that,
That's when they want to get more aggressive, but then we about to embarrass him right there. It's too late.
Yeah. So then he out his game. He out his game already.
So that's kind of like a jab in a boxing match, just something to keep you steady at bay.
Yeah.
Like bow, get ready. Now my chain was the pit bull chain. Now release. Now I'm at you. And I'm at you right there. You don't know what to do. So it's a problem. You just release the. Go get him. Don't go get him.
Man. So hey, so who invented the dribble when you dribble and you leave the ball, you run, come back to? Who came up with that first?
All right, man. So look, okay, now I get asked that a lot, and since we keeping it 100.
One knuckle.
No,
Apex, we want to keep it 100 on the Apex.
Okay, we keeping it 100 with an extra 0. I'm at the Boys and Girls Club of Pasadena. My boy Larry Williams, a.k.a. the Bone Collector, is playing one-on-one with a kid on the other end. I walked in the gym, Bone's like, yo, watch me play this guy one-on-one. So I'm sitting there watching him play one-on-one. And at this time, I'm on television, though. I'm really getting down with N1. I'm traveling all over the world playing hoop. And Bone
don't sound good, listeners.
And Bone Collector was like, yo, Sik, try this. Do this move, like bounce and slide through. Let him see the ball on the other side and make him look at it like he can reach it, like you dropped it or like you messed up on purpose, and just snatch it after. So I was like, okay, let me see it. So Bone Collector is the one that taught me that move. He showed it to me at the Boys and Girls Club, but I was the first one to put it on television for anybody to see at the Atlanta game in Morris Brown College when I did it on television. And then I was the first one initially for you to see it, to clap and slide through, but Bone did teach it to me, though.
Man, that's love. That's love. Shout out to Bone. That's crazy.
Yeah, I give him that love for that. He taught me that one.
That move right there.
Crazy stuff. Bone got all the moves, but the fact that I saw him do it and can put it to win my fruition in my game, he loved it more. He called me like, yo, you did it. It was crazy. Did you see it? He was more excited for me than me, bro.
So it was like he was your ghostwriter. He was your ghostwriter for that one.
Basically, yeah. That's my boy, BC. Yeah.
That was a game changer because you going this way and he come back, whap. It's like, ooh. And then you probably can come back, bring him back, and throw it off his head. He's off. He's
all of that. See, every move is a counter move, and it comes with a different move. So when I bounced and slid through, he really thought he could get the ball. Like, oh, he missed it. And I snatched it like, and he was like, oh, man, that's crazy.
So you brought up the Boys and Girls Club again, man. So let's talk to the people a little bit about growing up in Pasadena in the era when you grew up. For everybody that don't know, LA, California is gang affiliated. Like, it is full of gangs, and Pasadena is very well known for their affiliations, you know what I mean? And so how, growing up in that time, were you able to kind of navigate through a certain way without having to really like put on for the city in the other way?
Well, being honest with you, man, I have to give this amazing lady, which is my mother, Adrian Davy Pascal, the biggest gang member in the world to me. So I knew a lot of the homies. I know the Bloods. I knew the Crips up in Alta. I knew of them, but I was so much in sports and so affiliated in other things that being raised in a single parent home, the biggest gang member I had to worry about was my mom. And those people and the Bloods and the Crips all knew my mom because my mom worked at the Boys and Girls Club. So they respected her on a different level to say, hey, this is your son. We're going to kind of take him under his wing. Even though he's not really out here in these streets with us, he's not really gang banging. We know you got a different responsibility, a different path for him and a different way that you want him to go. So I kind of like had a blue and a red cape over me, man. You know what I'm saying? It was family, even through gangs that really wasn't seeing eye to eye with each other. But those that when I was running home from school or running home from the Boys and Girls Club with my basketball, dribbling all the way down with my backpack on in gang-affiliated areas, many different gang-affiliated areas, the homies was like, oh, man, that's Robin Kennedy. Oh, man, don't worry about that, man. That's Sik Wit It. He going running to the house, homie. So I would come through it late night, dribbling the basketball, but I would always get a pass, man. I would always get that respect to where this dude ain't like that. This dude ain't, he's not tripping on Blood and Crip. He's trying to make something out of himself. His mom is on him every day. He's still getting whipped at 16. It's crazy life, bro. Like these parents, we don't have it like we used to have it. You know what I'm saying? I was still getting whipped at 16 before I would get home to knock on the door. I was taking 3 more minutes outside. Like, I don't really want to go in here yet.
Real, hey.
No, for real. You know
Hey, but to me, especially for me being from the West Coast and my family is super gang affiliated and have gang ties and still to this day got them. You know what I mean? To me, that's what true big homies are supposed to do. Those are real OGs. When they look at a young dude coming through the neighborhood and they like, yo, we got to protect this one because he the one that got the shot. He the one that got out. He gonna put on for our city bigger than any of us can. So we got to unite for him just to get him to the next situation. I don't think people understand that.
That made me feel good, man, because one thing I realized is you never know who's watching you. So I got into an argument on TV with the coach, and I'm wearing an all red wave cap, and all the Bloods. Every time I saw Blood, he would come up to me, hey man, if they kick you off the show, bro, we ain't watching no more, Blood. And I'm like, okay. So then I go to the Crips. The Crips like, hey man, homie, we've seen you. What you was telling that coach was something right, homie. He should have listened to you. And we ain't watching that. But then I see a Muslim dude that I was raised, and he's watching me first class going, Robin Kennedy, man, whatever you're doing, brother, keep up the good work, man. Just find a more positive, more professional way to bring it across. So I had all these different instances, not trying to put Muslims in with the Bloods and Crips, but I had that many more powerful people that was on the outside praying for me, looking out for me, making sure I did things right, but making sure things wasn't necessarily done wrong to me.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, that's awesome, and I think that's how it kind of was for me with my family. You know, everybody. I'm the little cousin, but I'm bigger than everybody. But they all like, well, still to this day, if it was smoking any city I'm in, they're gonna be the fire department. They come to put it out. You know what I mean? And I think that's family love. That's family love. That's family bond. And still to this day, you don't really see that too much.
Yeah, it's kind of watered down, man. It's kind of like everybody on their own now. Everybody, you live your life, live your best life, because nobody really want to tell you what's wrong and what's right, because they're accountable for what they tell you. But not only that, they just don't really have the time because they don't feel like you listening. You know what I'm saying? They gonna feel like you're gonna do it on your own anyway. So why would I waste my time in trying to tell? But back in the day, we had more than one father. We had more than one mama. We had more than one grandparent. You was getting that ass handed to you, bro, outside. You do family well.
Yeah, you do something down the street, somebody might call your mom. But she be waiting on you when you get home.
or it was problems. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we made it together faster throughout a lot of things, because we had a stronger foundation. Now we have so many different, I'm not going to say weak, but strong individuals. But individuals, you're not still strong when you don't come together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I think for me, especially with the brand that we building over here, the Popular Nobody brand, we got a bunch of strong individuals, but we've all been able to put it together. And we all support each other. We all look at each other as family. And we all say, yo, if it's your turn, we got to all push you. Because we know once you get in, you're gonna turn back around and grab the whole chain of us and say, let's get in this thing together. You know what I mean? So,
but see, big shout out to you, fam, for that, because the Popular Nobody thing stood out with me so heavy, and it touched my heart. Because first of all, it was from you, somebody that's really intellectual, that's really trying to do something positive, and not just your neighborhood, all neighborhoods around the world. So I realized that I was popular to some, but deep down, I really was nobody. But I'm somebody because I'm a popular nobody. Did they get that? Did you hear me? Yeah.
Hey, we got some claps for that. Give us some claps for that.
Hey, give us some claps. Yeah, give us some claps.
Yeah. Hey, we gotta get that ooh in there.
I think I got it on here, man. I just don't want to touch the wrong button and some gunshots go off. Yeah, I don't.
Had my man Sik run back in the house.
Man, quick.
Shots fired, but I'm on the 4th level, man. I ain't running nowhere.
Yeah, you good. You might peep over.
No, I'm gated. They gonna have to hit me in a different way.
They're gonna have to catch you on the way out.
Exactly.
You got the high ground, so you got the advantage. So you're good.
I'm looking up and over.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's what I'm talking about. That upper living.
Yeah.
Man, Sik. So tell me, bro, because I know me and Larry both are big time Mamba mentality fans. We Kobe. My time on the road, me and bro would sit down with each other and FaceTime and just watch games together. We would talk basketball and sports like we was NBA analysts. Like we should be Skip and Shannon. You know what I mean? Like that's what we did for each other. Like just had that, and I think that's what made our bond so tight, because we would just bond over basketball, talk Kobe and talk business and talk that stuff. We was literally living together like that Nipsey lifestyle and having those type of conversations. But I was in LA when Kobe died.
Yeah. How
did that affect you as a basketball lover when Kobe passed?
Well, I've been dealing with death, man, a long time at an early age, and it kind of took me back to that, because I wasn't only a fan of Kobe. I kind of felt like Kobe was my family as well. I met Kobe and Shaq together on the Laker floor at the same time that I was with N1, and Shaq got me the tickets to the game.
Shout out Big Shaq Diesel.
Second. I was wearing the same exact shoes that Kobe was wearing to play in the game. So I go to lift up my sweats to show him the shoes that I got on, same color, same everything. And Kobe do the same thing in his long sweats, show me his shoe. And I was like, that was the biggest thing for me at that time, because I had a friend with me at the game, and he talked to me in third person. He was like, hey, man, Shaq and Kobe knows Robin Kennedy, man. like for real, like, do you know that Shaq and Kobe knows Robin Kennedy? And I'm sitting here going, man, I am Robin Kennedy. Just say Shaq and Kobe knows your boy, and you're like shocked. But it was so funny in it. So it made me realize that those that are on the outside looking in don't really know that you can have love for somebody. You can have somebody that's in your family and you never hung out. You never kicked it with them. It's about a feel in your heart. It's about how somebody gives you a certain amount of respect. And that day, that's what Kobe did for me and Shaq did for me. And neither one of them at that time knew how big that was for the guy that I was with at that time. Big shout out to my boy Frank Beatty. But real talk, it hurt me, man. It hurt me much because life is so precious, and we only tend to realize how precious life is when death arises.
Yep.
You know, and how death comes and the sting that death brings. Because we just got over dealing, not really over, but we just got surpassed and through the Nipsey situation.
Yes.
And I'm a firm believer in only realizing that the way the city felt about Nipsey was only due to Nipsey being a humanitarian, and the love that Nipsey put in the hood, and the money that he gave back, the words that he spoke, how he took so serious LA and not even being from here. You see what I'm trying to say? His foundation is so further and farther from just LA, but he repped LA in a certain way that now the whole city just took him in. But that's what I'm talking about. So when Kobe fell out the helicopter and died with his daughter too, that weight, man, was so heavy on the world, worldwide, all the way in China. Like, they were people crying. It was bigger than Michael Jackson's funeral. Like, it was really hurtful, heartfelt. I miss my family. I miss my boy. I had just saw him walk into the Drew League for the championship game. I saw him at half court, spoke to him about 30 seconds, and next thing I hear is this tragedy, man, and it affected me. It affects me even still to this day to even know that we're still living in a world like this, that we're living in without such a Mamba legend and a star like he was.
Mm-hmm. There be days that you just go up, you just start thinking about that, man. It's like, dang, like, you know, I mean, him and his daughter, like, they were just there. They were just starting something that was just going to change the world. You know, it's a sad thing. You know what I mean? That happened day of my birthday.
Wow.
Yeah. I was just about to sip my mimosa.
Yeah.
Who said it's a mimosa?
Yeah, bro. I couldn't even ask for some water, man. Give me some water, man. This is crazy. So
I was in disbelief, and then I got a few phone calls, you know, because it was early morning, so I really wasn't on social media. Then I woke up to a few phone calls, and they kind of gave it to me, you know, and it was my boy. Like I said, he was like, man, I remember meeting him with you, man. And I was like, you know, and it affected him more than me at that time, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm still, like, not believing it. But it hits home. It hits home after a while, because any family member that you've hung with, that you have a nice memory about, it'll haunt you for the rest of your life.
Yep.
And, you know, for me, growing up, me and Kobe was all like the same age. So I got to, like, I remember racing home to watch Kobe play, not the Lakers. I was racing home to watch Kobe. You know what I mean? And I went to the Laker parades and all of that. So I got those memories too. And it was like one of them, like, man, like you said, we was just getting over Nip. Like, we were still trying to deal with that situation. And then you took two real LA Kings. Like, for real. You, like, Nip should have a banner inside of Staples Center too.
Yeah, like it was that serious. Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, that's I always wanted to ask you that, like, how you personally felt being such a basketball fanatic and a player in the game. But I do got another question, and I'm sure a lot of people probably always wanted to know this, and I don't think nobody ever really gave a clear-cut answer, and I know you're going to give us one.
All right.
Why doesn't street ball players prevail in the NBA? I think we only had Ray for Alston. Skip to my Lou.
Well, no, he wasn't really the only one, but he was the only one that kind of went on tour with us, per se. You got to remember this. Stephon Marbury was the first initial guy, but the N1 man, you know, like the Jerry West person of the NBA, the N1, that was Stephon Marbury's body type.
Wow.
So now skip to my Lou, Ray for Alston, he came in after Stephon Marbury, but Skip was still in the streets and was doing all the tapes and everything with And1 before they even thought about putting them out there and making And1 a company. So Skip had a chance to make it to the NBA, but then now when Skip made it finally to the NBA after Stephon Marbury, you have a stipulation that is placed on you in the minds of different levels of different sports per se. The mind to tell you that a street ball player can't get you to the finals. A street ball player can't win a championship. A street ball player, let alone, should even be in the NBA. So when they put that stipulation on us, that gave us something to reach for more, because a street ball player at the time was just trying to pay street bills. They didn't know, that you're putting this on our mind and putting this in our way to cause us to not be able to make it to the NBA was hurting us more, because we knew the game better than anybody. That's why the NBA guys gave us so much love at the end of the day, because they played in street ball activities. They played street ball from their cities worldwide. They respected us in a different manner, to where they was like, no, some of them street ball players can play at this level. They just wasn't given the right opportunity.
And I think that's big right now in these times, because we always, I'm on a lot of different phone calls with companies and stuff like that about that one word you just said, opportunity.
Opportunity.
A lot of people don't get the opportunity to show the world what they really can do. And if they don't get the opportunity, nor do they get the opportunity to blossom either, because they're only put in this environment and say, this is the box you live in as a street ball player, or this is the box that you live in as a barber. This is the box you live in as this. When really, you can honestly give me the opportunity and watch what you see. Like, I gave myself the opportunity to do this podcast, but I didn't know if I was going to be good at interviewing people. I normally get interviewed. I don't do the interviews. You know what I mean? But I took the opportunity. I said, you know what? I'm going to just do this myself. And I think it took me so long to put out one because I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure of myself. I didn't feel like, I could just run with this. And I think that's what a lot of kids in America suffer with right now, is the fact that they don't get an opportunity, and nor do they have the self-confidence and believing in themselves, because of the fact of they've always been told, you're not going to make it. All you good is at this. And this is what we want to see you do.
But let's be clear about something, though, because we say the word opportunity, and there's people out there that's listening right now, and they're probably being biased by saying, no, everybody gets the opportunity. What we're talking about is a fair and proper opportunity as well.
Correct.
Yeah, most definitely.
There's different levels to everything that we do in life. And, you can get an opportunity on the 1 level, but my 8th level is where I needed an opportunity. I needed an honest and a fair opportunity to get the job done.
Yeah. I need a tryout. Yeah. I need that platform right there.
Yeah.
Yo, I think on a whole nother level, I think you made the do-rag famous for the NBA next to Allen Iverson.
Well, I came in a little bit after Ali I, and then I always wanted to wear a wave cap just to stand out from the crowd. I think a few of my fans recognized me with the wave cap. Then Bone Collector did it for different reasons or whatever. But we always wore a wave cap. I think it was a West Coast Pasadena thing for a minute, California, because I came on the team. I was the only one on the And1 team from the West Coast, and I was representing 7 years on my own. So I wanted to just stand out. I didn't want to just fall into the same category as others. So I decided wearing a wave cap. I decided dancing a little bit. I decided entertaining. I decided to speak well on camera. I decided to be better than my opposition, so they couldn't tell me that I couldn't do what I was here to do.
Yeah, that's it. Get that platform so you can explain it. You know what I mean? Let's go.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what I tell people all the time. Listen, I'm not the best barber. I just got a lot of great soft skills.
That's all it is.
My hard skills. Now, don't question my hard skills, because we all know I do this thing called barbering really good.
Right.
I do this thing called education really good too.
Yeah.
But My soft skill ability, they Jordanists. Like,
Man.
I know how to talk to people. I know how to get in front of camera. I know how to interview. I know how to, walk into meetings. I know how to do the things that mean you know how to handle business.
You clean up well. That's what we do. You clean up well.
I clean up well. You know what I mean? And so, my brother Larry, he clean face. He trying to grow a beard. I'm like, bro, you don't want these problems. You know what I mean?
Nah, I can't go no beard, no nothing.
Hey, stay looking like that, LJ. Hey, little Larry Legend. Stay looking young. Hey, all that hair, bro, it don't bring nothing to you but an older face.
Hey, as I said, I'm embracing. I'm just gonna wait on it now. I ain't gonna ask no more questions.
Hey, you don't want no. Hey, I was begging for my goatee to touch for about 19 years, man.
Hey,
just start touching.
Hey, he wearing it too. It's gray and all. He don't give. I feel you. I embrace gray before I embrace a ball spot. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm starting to really get this silverback life to real life. I got it in here big time.
Man.
They say that's wisdom though.
That's that part.
Hey, so go ahead, Larry.
All right. So real quick, back to the street ball stuff. So we get into it. So you started out in 2001 at Bell Park, right? Was that N1 related or was that not?
Bel Air Park was N1 related. It was just 92.3. The beat was putting on that game for that Saturday.
Okay, so that was your first game.
That was going to be my first game out of 2,000 people that came out to Bel Air Park to try out for a team that they was only accepting 15 people on.
Okay, so tell us about that. How was that? How was that like?
Ooh.
It was amazing, man. I came to, somebody picked me up again, like I said, from the boys. See, I give a shout out to the Boys and Girls Club because that was my family, man. That's what we was a part of. And I represent them for life. But they came and got me from there. I went to Bel Air Park. It was about 2,000 or 3,000 people at the park, and they were trying to make it to get on a team to play against the N1 guys on a Saturday. And this was like a Thursday. So they did a Thursday tryout, a Friday tryout, and then the big game was on Saturday, So it was amazing for me to know that I made it on that team out of 2,000 people.
Man. That's like a lotto.
Was anybody out there that you had that you were still playing with? Like, what was your main competitor? How would the game go? Y'all win? What you scored? What you sauced them with? What happened?
No, it wasn't nothing like that. It was it was cameras all over the place. It was about 4 or 5 outside basketball courts that were being filmed, and you had to put on a show on the outside to be able to get into the game on the inside. Because now Paul Pierce, all the NBA guys were in the inside of the building, but you had to do something on the outside to get some cheers and some hoorays to be able to go on the inside. So I was playing the first couple of games, and I was just out there having fun and just playing. And then this guy came over to me and was like, nah, man, you got to put on a show, bro. You got to cross some people over. You got to get buckets. You got to throw lobs. You got to clown. And I was like, oh, you want me to play? I didn't know what was going on. I just saw this many people, and we were just having fun. So I ended up doing my thing outside, and then I got to go inside the building. And then when I got inside the building, I knew Paul Pierce, and Baron Davis, all those guys knew of me already. So they were sitting there like, uh-oh, there you go. I was waiting on you. And I was sitting there going, man, I've been outside for an hour and a half. What you mean waiting on me? I need all the help I can get, bro. You know what I'm saying? So they start busting up laughing. But then they put me on a 5 inside the gym. And when I played on that 5 inside the gym, Paul Pierce was screaming from under the rim like, hey, yo, give him that real crossover that I like to see. Give him that real one. And I came down and I gave that boy that real stiff leg crossover. Like, boom. And Paul was like, yeah, that's the one. And they went crazy in the gym. I think I shot the layup, but the boy went under me a little bit. But my boy came through and dunked it. And after that, man, I made it to the game on Saturday, and that game after Saturday against the N1 guys, it really changed my life.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Hey, a lot of people don't know you got a jumper too. That thing is sweat.
See, you know, the funny thing about that is what's funny, man, is when you get labeled, like we was just talking about, street ball labeled,
Yeah.
they think of you as just a dribbler. They think of you as tricks, and they like, oh, man, he can't play no real basketball. He's a street ball guy. But that's why I keep that jumper in my arsenal, in my chamber. Let them know we do this too.
I done seen you cock back and fire off about 15 rounds on, and I was like, ooh, he just didn't bounce it off his head. You know what? I called you, and I'm gonna put this video on. I'm gonna put this video I'm about to tell you about.
All right.
In the YouTube video of this interview.
All right, bet.
I seen this video pop up, and I called you. I said, bro, why did you do this little kid like this? But he wasn't a kid. He was grown. You know exactly. I was on Venice Beach. The video went viral. It was actually, I think it was a dude from like Asia or something.
It was soy sauce.
That was his name is soy sauce?
His name is soy sauce.
Like the stuff that I put on my white rice.
Soy, yes. SOY.
Oh my goodness. That's his name. Soy. Shout out soy sauce, because I had to call my family on you because you tried to play him and you went viral on your own video.
No, he really did. And it was funny because soy sauce, he had that street ball mentality. Like he was a phenomenal dribbler, but he can actually play a little bit because he was 6'5", 6'6", big guy. He can get his layup off, but he's never in his life seen somebody that can shoot the basketball like I did, especially that day outside at Venice Beach. But I've been playing outside of Venice Beach since I was 19, and I tried to let soy sauce know, and I can shoot the ball outside, and he didn't really believe me. And that day, he found out because he thought I made one, and I made the second one, I made the third one, and I came down. I was so tired, man, I forgot, like, any move to do. So I said, I'm going to shoot this next one, and I'm going to shoot it straight in the air just so he can think. You got to see, you got to have these videos on there so you can
I'm gonna have this video.
Hey, look, I shot it straight in the air, and I looked, and Darius Thornwell, all these guys from the NBA is sitting on the sideline, and they like, man, is this one going in too? But I shot it straight up in the air to myself, and soy sauce turned around like the fourth one was going in too, like this, like. Yeah. But then when he realized the ball wasn't going to the rim, I had the ball in my hands like this already and threw it in the stands. I just threw it in the stands like, man, I ain't got to make no more jumpers on you, man. This game is over.
Hey, I called you because I laughed. The way Larry's laughing right now, yes. I think I watched that video about 10 times, and I just said, you know what, I got to phone a friend. Because that's
the bucket. That's the bucket going in the crowd.
Hey, but I gotta say this. I gotta say this one thing, and that was at 45 years old.
So tell the people so they understand. At 45 years old, you were still running 4 days a week in the gym. How old are you now?
I'm 46, still doing it. I just gotta do it with a mask on now. Quarantine.
What's the method behind it? What we doing? Drinking a lot of water? What we doing today? What we doing these days? Eating some food? What we doing?
He's from California. You know what he's doing.
Man, I only drink water when it's hot outside, so it's cold. But sometimes I sacrifice a lot of things for water.
Hey, you probably never drinking water out there in Cali, man. Hey, you probably never drinking water.
Ain't drinking no water. Not at no 46, but I do have a lot of fans that's following me. Water and Gatorade is good. Go on and get the Powerade. Hey,
get some body armor.
Do what I tell you. Don't do as I do.
That's it.
Hey, yeah, for real. You know.
But no, soy sauce. And then look, it was funny because after the game, soy sauce found out my age, man, and he was like, nah, man, that guy's not that old. No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he is not. No, you cannot tell me that. No, he really was mad. He really was serious. Like, hold on, you mean to tell me this guy is this doing all of this to me on tape? And they're like, yeah, you just sent him viral right now.
Right now.
Man, we got to put that video up.
Oh no, it ain't even. It ain't even. It's not even a thought. I wouldn't have brought it up if I didn't think I needed to announce what happened. So it's certain things just sit back here, what Chris Tucker say, the Abdullah Oblongata. It sit right there. Yeah. That's where it sit. You just put it on your mind and let it off. You know what I mean? But so I got a question for you. All right. Who you starting? Who you benching? And who you cutting right now in the NBA?
Hold on, we talking top five, starting five, right?
We gonna say top 10 players in the NBA right now. Well, you want to go 5?
Yeah, let's go 5. 10 a lot.
Hey, but hold on. I got to go back to something before that question.
Okay.
I got to shout out Skip to my Lou, man, because the things that Skip to my Lou was doing was carrying the ball or whatever they may call. The referees is calling carry. They calling stuff on that boy. He couldn't even play the game like he really knew how to play it. But now the game has evolved so much that you're seeing what Jay Morant is doing. You're seeing all these guards that's doing all this old crazy stuff, and they still wouldn't let my boy Skip to my Lou do it, and it hurt his feelings, man. After one of his good friends died, and Skip kept getting traded from team to team, then Skip took Orlando all the way to the final, and then they brought Jameer Nelson back and said that Skip couldn't make the team get to the final and win the final championship. That broke his spirit, man. That broke his heart, man. And I got to give him a shout out because me sitting at home watching that took place on him and what he had to go through to maintain character, it brought tears to my eyes, man, because Skip killed the Lakers that year. He killed Sasha Vujacic and all these dudes. Yeah, he killed Sasha Vujacic, bro. So Skip took the team, but they called a hurt Jameer Nelson back and wouldn't let Skip run the one. And I think it would have been a different outcome, man. And that's just my opinion. But okay, now back, because I can do, I multitask pretty well.
Yeah,
back
I know.
Top 10. Check this out. The top 10 right now, I got to go Harden. Let me tell you why. I got to go Westbrook. At the same time, I'm going to start with Houston. These dudes are out of every game because all they do is score and hustle. About time the fourth quarter comes, they outscore you. The game goes to overtime, then you lose. That's crazy fireworks from them too.
Crazy.
That's crazy fireworks from them too. That means that they're doing more than you can ever do whenever you can do it. We got a bigger gun than you.
Right.
That's when you take a loss. You don't say it's over with. That's when you say bet it back. And that right there.
That hurts. Man. So now watch this. Hurts. So I'm gonna go Giannis. Of course I gotta go Giannis. That boy Makatupo, that boy is a cold beat. He's awesome. Yeah, I don't know how to say his name.
G.A.
Yeah, G.A. That's the boy. So look, but now we're gonna go to another tandem. The boy Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum. Listen to me, homie. Dame gets a little fired up and wants to get serious and talking and crazy. I love how Dame's spirit, because you got to remember, Dame's from Oakland. Dame don't play that mess. C.J. McCollum is a quiet, loud, killer assassin every day. Period. Bottom line, C.J. McCollum gets buckets, and he acts like he's been doing it for years. Now,
True.
Kawhi Leonard. I'm just gonna go 2 and 2. Kawhi Leonard, because he plays both sides of the floor and he's getting a whole lot better offensively. Paul George, I gotta give him his love. Who else?
Hold on, we're going to top 5. So you got James Harden, Dame Lillard, Kawhi Leonard. Who's the second one you said?
Well, you said 10, so I was going to the 10. My bad.
Oh, we're going to do
Top
5.
was, top 5, I got to start over because we can't forget about LeBron and AD then.
Yeah, that's why I say, when he's coming in?
Yeah, he went.
Right,
he was going to the 10.
See, I was going to 10, but I was putting my team last. See what I'm saying? Because my team is the best. I'm Lakers all day long. I didn't even know it was another NBA team ever.
Yes, sir. Yeah. know how we rock.
You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. But, yeah, there is no 10 without AD and LeBron, but I was saving the best for last. But you know what I'm saying? It's a few other people that's in there that are just playing well at this time because let me tell you something. It's hard to play very well over and over and over on a neutral court.
Right.
Right now, I kind of like the NBA better the way it is right now. Everybody at the World Disney, they don't have no court that they've been practicing and playing in for years. That
no
they
outside.
Yeah, now this is where we really got to get it in a bubble and close my. And if you want this fade, I'll see you in the parking lot or whatever. It's serious right now in the bubble.
It's
that remind you
basketball.
some AAU basketball.
It's AAU basketball at its finest.
At the highest level.
Yep.
The highest level. But yeah, it's a few people right now that's putting on major numbers in the NBA. I'm liking them. But that I don't know if I gave you 8 or 10, but for the most part, that's my nucleus. Guys that are really getting buckets, playing both sides of the floor. And hey, but hold on. We got some sleepers too, though, man. See, I got some sleepers. I watched the game, and I really understand that fans only like to name drop big names, but there's some people out there that's putting some numbers up that these fans don't even know about.
Tell me 3 of them. Give me 3.
Okay. Devin Booker.
Yes. Mr. Swish.
Buckets.
Okay, now watch this. I don't know if his dad is still alive or he's dead, but he is putting his dad in the graces of a great name. And this is Gary Trent Jr.
I was just about to say Gary Trent Jr. And I need this last one to be who y'all think it is. Go ahead.
Gary Trent Jr. is killing right now.
Killing the game.
Okay.
He working good with them boys over there. CJ McCollum and Dame Lillard. He doing his thing.
All right. And then now, number 3, I would have to say that
he's getting off right now, too.
That nobody's giving their name up. You give it to me. You give me the third one. Let me see if I agree.
I'm gonna say Warren, TJ Warren from Indiana.
Well, he just had that 150, but he is going to work though.
He's going to work. He brought my attention. Like, yo, what's this?
But see, what you got to understand, those TJ was doing that in college though, at NC. TJ was putting up high numbers in college. And right now, he came forced with some injuries and then had to fall back to some people so-called being better than But TJ is working right now at the high level. He's working. He
got Oladipo out there like, all right, let me get out here.
Yeah.
Depot say shit. I'm gonna take them $2 million real quick. Y'all go ahead and sign me. Yeah.
Man, real. It's serious over there in the bubble.
Yeah.
Hey. Okay, so now watch this. Watch this, Larry. We're gonna put him on the spot. He know a lot of NBA players, dog. So now I'm about to put him on the spot. You gotta cut. We back to this. We're gonna cut, we're gonna start, and we're gonna bench. All right, you ready for this, Sik?
Yeah.
Baron Davis, Ja Morant, Westbrook.
You said cut, start, and what?
Bench. Yeah.
Okay. Woo. I cut personally Jay Morant.
You cutting him?
I cut him.
Oh. Who you starting?
I mean, I see why, because he's still fresh, so I see why.
Yeah, you said Baron Davis and Russell Westbrook?
Yeah.
Okay, I cut Jay Morant.
Who's starting?
You got to.
My starter has to be Westbrook.
What? Over BD?
I'm taking BD.
Let me tell you why.
Yeah, tell me why, please.
Let me tell you why. Westbrook has a high percentage and a high level in 3 different things every game.
Okay. I'm gonna justify that. All right, cool. I get that. So once he give you all that, once you shut all that down,
hold up. You ain't. How do you shut?
Go ahead.
How do you shut all 3 different percentages down? You don't shut 3 things down.
You don't shut 3 things down, but you can shut one or two of those down.
Okay, so watch this. Watch this. Let's shut Westbrook's points down right now to 8. You ready?
Okay.
8, 14, and 16. They still win the game.
All right, cool. So he gonna get 8, 16, and what? 14 and 16?
14 and 16.
14 and 16. All right, 14 and 16. 14 gonna come from assists. All right, so we're gonna actually have Covington and Russell, and because James Harden needs the ball to get his off, so he's not gonna pass it to him. We need Covington. We need BJ Tucker. We need all these other guys to see him. Make sure they shoot. Make sure they knocking them down. And they've been a little shabby the past few games that I've seen. So then he gonna get his rebounds off of them bricks. So them 2 stats gonna really gonna hit each other a little bit, I feel.
But not really, because look, now we can you said we can release one of them. We can take some assists away and then give him this 30 that he gets. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So
It's a pickle. You're in a pickle.
I just take BD because he got a all-around solid game. At the same time, he's going to make others around him get better.
All right, now, Larry, don't worry about it. Watch this. You ready? This is the last 3 before we get out of here, because we could talk this all day. Shaq, AD, Tim Duncan.
And the same cut, start, and
start, and bench.
Okay. Me personally, we're talking about me. I cut AD.
Ooh. Okay.
I start Shaq, and I bench Tim Duncan to show Tim Duncan this is the heart that you're supposed to have.
Rookie, watch this.
Hey, because Tim Duncan, they gave him the best name in the world, Mr. Fundamental, but they should have, his heart, boy, he needed help because KG socked him about 3 times in the back of the head. Kevin Garnett was stealing on this boy.
Yeah, like,
KG, come on, yo.
Throw that man hard, and he ain't know what to do.
Man. Hey, well,
that's funny.
Larry, you got anything to close with before I close this thing up, big dog?
I mean, we got to touch on street ball. It won't be right if you don't touch on street ball on the way out.
Okay.
Give me your top 5 street ball legends, real quick.
Top 5 in street ball legends. I would have to say, for what street ball is, I would go Hot Sauce.
Nice.
Hot Sauce was the biggest main attraction entertainer in street ball's ever seen. I also got to go Skip to my Lou, even though can he go out because he's in the NBA? I don't have to say him.
Yeah, you good. Skip got a part of it. He got to be.
He helped lay that foundation.
Okay, so he's a pro. So I would go Hot Sauce, Baby Shaq.
Shaq.
The Air Up There, 720.
Ooh.
Main Event from Linden, New Jersey.
That's 5. Hey, main event is great. Man, that main event, oh my God. You got to six. We got a 6-man real quick.
And I would say John Humphreys, the helicopter.
Oh.
That's a good bench. That's a good reserve right there.
I'm telling you, because I've seen these dudes, I've seen these dudes do some special things that nobody's ever seen, bro. And it's crazy. No, for real, it's bananas.
For those of them don't know who Helicopter is, like, tell them how Helicopter got his name real, because I can so I won't be corrected if I'm wrong.
Well, Helicopter's from Raleigh, North Carolina.
Petey Pablo.
He went to a small black college, and he won the dunk competition there. But Helicopter had some of the most amazing dunks, amazing hops that I've seen from a person under 6'5". Besides the air up there who had the most hops from somebody I seen under 6'3".
Man.
There
it is.
There it is. Helicopter. What he did, the 720? Something like that?
Yeah. Yes, that's one of the things that he did. He did the 720. He did a 360 between the legs. He did a 360 reverse dunk. See, have you seen a 360 reverse dunk? Start on one side, end up on the other. Like, yeah, this dude, man, it's some crazy stuff.
I see what we can start off with. We need to start a petition for the NBA to do a street ball legends dunk contest versus the NBA dunk. That would be big.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be fire.
That'll be dumb. That'll be dumb.
Yeah. So we're gonna tap into that. We're gonna get the viewers, see if we can get somebody to stand up that. We need to see it, make the All-Star game a little bit more because we may need it. We may be in COVID, maybe like this. We may need some viewers. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? We need to go ahead and hit the books.
We need to create a hashtag for that.
Hey, go ahead and lock it in.
Let's do it.
Yeah. We're gonna get back to it because we losing Skip.
It's getting dark. It's getting dark out there on the West Coast, man.
I see him. He's doing like this, holding the camera up.
So
I can lighten it up.
So, Sik. So, you family. I love the hell out of you, man. You know what I mean? And look at him. Look, he gave us the impeccable view. He going in the crib now. Look at him. Yeah. So give somebody. I'm not even just gonna say a basketball player. Give somebody right now some words of wisdom, something that's going to keep them to keep going, even if they don't get those opportunities.
Well, I would tell them, first of all, you got to keep goals that are high, but you got to keep goals that are within reach at the same time. Don't lie to yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror, like what you see. Most people come to the mirror and they brush their teeth. And they wash their face and they put their head down because they don't like what they see. You got to look up and like what you see and feed that spirit that's within you to do what you got to do. But like I said, the first thing foremost is keep goals that are high, but within reach.
Keep goals that's high and within reach. Y'all heard it first, you heard it last, and you probably going to hear it again from my family. A dude that I'm proud to call family, and I know when I need a joke or I just need uplifting, I know who I could call. You know what I mean? If it's a family function, I know who gonna bring the jokes right along with me.
Yes, sir.
And I know who gonna kill everybody on karaoke.
That part.
They don't even know that, but we gonna sign it out right here. So I'm gonna give you your clap out. You understand me? Tell the people where they can find you before I clap you out. So get your shot off. Shoot that jumper.
Man, this is Robin Kennedy. You can hit me on Facebook or you can find me on IG, The Real, REALSIKWITIT, The Real, Sik Wit It. Holla at your boy.
There it is. Y'all heard it. The Real Sik Wit It on IG, Robin Kennedy on Facebook. And I'm going to clap him out one time. So, Larry, bro, we had Sik Wit It on. We was able to do our thing with Sik. We enjoyed him. You know what I mean? So, what you got to say about that, bro?
Man, that was love. That was magical, man. For those that don't know, we introduced it to the world today, man. That's like tapping in and just connecting with people, seeing how people are before it gets to that point where we got to lay them down 6 feet. You know, so that's dope. Just tapping in with people, before. And just checking in with people, man. That's what we all need at this moment, at this time, and that everybody's going through. So, this right here was dope. You know what I mean? I'm excited to see who next. I know they're gonna be excited to see who next. So,
we gotta keep climbing now. We done had Sik Wit It on here. We can't go back. We gotta keep going forward. We gotta have goals that's obtainable, that's real and reachable. You know what I mean? We gotta be able to grab it.
They haven't heard it again. There it is.
There it is. I told you it ain't gonna be the last time or the first time, but for showtime. You understand me? So with that being said, brother, I appreciate you, joining me with the co-host situation tonight. I know it's late where you at, but I respect it. You know what I mean? And so official. Y'all can find this anywhere. We everywhere, we worldwide, but the Apex podcast coming straight to your ear. We're gonna always do what we do, and we're gonna keep doing it at the level we do it at. So we appreciate the love, we appreciate the support, and you know how we sign out. Y'all better act like you know already. Go ahead, let's give them this tune on the way out. You understand me?